auditioned for drama school 3 different years, so I wanted to chat about how my process and experience was different between all the different years that I auditioned, because otherwise they can all tend to blur together and you can start to think that every year was exactly the same, which is definitely not the case. When I started auditioning, I didn't know many other people auditioning. Not many people at my school were doing this kind of path. So I think it's really nice as well to hear other people's experiences, not to compare yourself to them, but just so you feel less alone. It's just interesting to hear how other people have found the process. So that's what this video is. And if you want to support my journey and if you want to subscribe, then please do, because the drama school videos do get quite a few views, and it would be quite helpful if the people watching the drama school videos, if loads of them could subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. So that's all, and let's get on with the video. So it would make sense to chat about the first year that I applied to drama school first. So I applied when I was 17 and in 6th form, and I only actually found out when I was 17 what a drama school was from the youth theatre I was going to at the time. And I think the teachers who actually knew me and my subject teachers were all really quite supportive and encouraging, and I've been in touch with some of them since then, and they've given me advice about the industry and about where I should go next. So I have really appreciated that. But I think, like, I'm going to be honest, and this isn't me trying to like cause drama and attack my school, but I think it's important to address that sometimes it can be more difficult applying when you're at a state school where they're encouraging you to go to uni. Like, I got called into the office at my school by people who didn't really know me, and they said, "We've heard you want to apply to this school, just to let you know we don't think you can afford it, so don't apply there." And I was like, what are you on about? Like, I don't think it's appropriate for you to assume my financial situation. Like, yeah, I wasn't aware of the extent of how much you can't get a loan for schools like Mount View and Arts Ed, which are private drama schools. I didn't know that you couldn't get a full tuition loan for it, but there's bursary schemes, there's ways to go around it. But they were trying to persuade me not to do it rather than assisting my application. Some people were, but I feel like it's character building to do something different, even if people might think it's not a good idea. And I applied for acting and actor-musician courses because, if you don't know, I play violin and double bass, and not that many people play double bass. So people thought it would be a good idea for me to use that in order to help me get access to more acting training. So I auditioned for, I think, 10 different courses and got rejected first round from every single one. But I think that's quite common when you're 17 applying. Like, I just think that kind of happens. And I was applying, I applied every year for very competitive schools. I got the most coaching that I ever did for an audition year, because I got told loads of people will be coached a lot, so you need to compete by getting the same amount of coaching as them. So I had lessons from Lucy Munden, who was at that point in her 3rd year acting musicianship at Mount View, and I also later got an acting coach. Just coincidentally, I saw an advert for him, so I ended up doing that, and I still actually do lessons with him now, so it's almost been 4 years with him. So that's how that year went. I feel like it kind of knocked me as well that I had no place in further education, and all of these other people who I was at 6th form with were going to uni or going and continuing their education. Like, I feel like it really scared me, but the following years were a lot easier because I wasn't really surrounded with that kind of group of people who were in education, and I was already out of education anyway, so I feel like the rejection hit less hard because there was less fear on the other side of the rejection, if that makes sense. And the following year I didn't apply to actor-musician courses. I feel like I want to do more acting in my career than actor-musician shows. Like, I'm not against actor-musician things, but like, it's not my main goal. And I got a singing teacher as well, who I then stayed with in case I wanted to audition again, because I thought the singing part of auditions is like quite scary, the fact that you have to bring a song to drama school auditions, and I wanted it to be something that's less scary, because I'm like, I would be less intimidated by it if I was someone who did singing, so why don't I just become someone who does singing. So I started singing lessons quite early, around August, before the drama school auditions, and then I've continued doing singing lessons ever since, because you're always asked to sing and it's always uncomfortable, so I thought I'd do something about that. And I auditioned for 4 degrees in straight acting at drama school, and I auditioned for the acting foundation at ArtsEd, and I got rejected first round from the degree courses, but I got offered a place on the foundation at ArtsEd, but I decided not to go. And this isn't any hate on the school, like, I think the school's quite good. Part of the reason, the only kind of thing linked to the course I would say, was that it was quite theatre based, and I want to do a lot of screen's my main focus, so I thought it didn't fully align with me there. But partly also due to various different personal reasons, I didn't feel like it was the right time for me to go. And like, some people might be like, you auditioned so much and you actually got offered a place somewhere and you didn't take it. But sometimes there's power in deciding that something's not the right path for you at that point in time, and I think I really just, it wasn't the right time for me, and I think I would have really struggled if I would have gone at that point in my life. Like, another reason why I feel like I didn't go was because I was really enjoying my time at the television workshop, and I feel like I was really growing there, and obviously there's an age limit on how long you can do that until, like, you can only stay there until you're 21, and I'd auditioned and I got a place there, and I just kind of wanted to make the most of that, and I thought there's no rush to do drama school because I can do that whenever I want to after that's over. And then the year after that I actually just didn't apply. I really found that balance between working and training and auditioning that you kind of need to have when you're pursuing acting. So I was scared of auditioning and going into a full-time training environment and then having to find that balance of everything all over again. So I just thought it's probably not the right time for me, and I'm not sure whether it would be the route for me, so I don't want to audition that year. And then the year after that is the year that we're kind of in now, and I decided that I would audition again just to see how far I could get and just to explore the drama school audition process and see if it was the kind of path that I'd want to go into. So I just applied to one school because it's all really expensive. I'm not saying that I hate all of the other schools, I just wanted to apply to one. So I applied to Guildhall and I got rejected first round. But I know, I've spoken about that before, and I think a lot of people get rejected first round, and it's a very, very, very competitive school. And I think it could be very easy for me to get in my own head about the fact that this year I got rejected first round again from Guildhall, but realistically I still got offered a place at ArtsEd, so I've still got the fact that I did get offered a place somewhere once. I'm still getting invited into audition rooms and I'm getting seen for stuff, and I think National Youth Theatre as well, and the fact that I did that and have that on my CV is also really helping me get invited into audition rooms more. And I feel like even though I got rejected, like, I didn't really do much coaching. Like, I asked my acting coach a few questions about my auditions this year, but other than that I learned to really trust myself in the audition and trust my own decisions and not be reliant on other people to make decisions for me about the audition process and what I was going to do and all of that. So I think that's really good, because I think it's really important to learn to trust yourself and your instincts as an actor. And will I be auditioning for drama school again? I don't know. I really do not know. I feel like I'm building a lot of connections in my current area and through the auditions that I'm doing, and I feel like people are keeping me on file and I'm getting seen more than I ever have done. So I feel like I'm going to go with whatever I think will benefit my career the most. If I feel like I want more training, I want drama school, and I want something that drama school can bring me, then I'll go for it. But if I feel like if I'm booking jobs and I'm currently like working at the time when I'd be auditioning for drama school or like going to drama school, then I might not go to drama school. That's my review of my auditions. And if you have any experiences you want to share in the comments, or if you have anything that you want to discuss with me about drama school, then leave me a comment and I'll get back to you. And thank you so much to everyone for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in another video. Thank you, bye!